In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. We come to the second part of our revision for grade 11 advanced second semester revision. We hope you all get ready for the exam. This revision is prepared by Mr. Ashraf Rujdi. As we discovered and said to you in the previous one, we are going to revise the exam parts as we mentioned before, and here we are going to revise the reading questions, the use of language, the writing formal letter, and the grammar revision. We have covered two of these things, exam parts and reading questions. Now we are going to have use of language and writing formal letter. Exam parts, as we mentioned: speaking 9 marks, listening 10 marks, reading 13 marks for informational and functional, the use of language 12 marks, and writing 6 marks. Use of language. To do well in this part of the exam, you have to master your acquisition of term 2 vocabulary and the grammar rules. So please try to go back for the book unit 5, 6, 7 and 8 and try to look at these words and their meanings in English, because you are going to be tested on these vocabulary. Unit 5, 6, 7 and 8. First of all, you have to revise them for the term 2 vocabulary, which are mentioned and manipulated upon in units 5, 6, 8, 7 and 8. Since no time to mention these and elaborate them all over, we may mention some examples but not all of them, as you know, in our short video. Now we go in this section. We are going to elaborate upon some of the most important lessons you have studied in the second semester. Learn young lives long, meaning if you memorize any word now, you will remember it for the rest of your life. So please go for the vocabulary and divide them 10 by 10, 20 by 20, and memorize them by writing, because they will help you to write and even speak using these vocabulary. Letter writing, features and format. As you know, we have studied before about two types of letters: the application letter that you are going to apply for any job, and the complaint letter. As you know, this is our final revision: letter of application and letter of complaint. Layout of the letter: you put your address at the top right of the page, write the date under the address. Under the date, on the left of the page, write the name and the address of the person or company you are writing to. Leave a line and write your greeting. At the end of the letter, print your name under your signature. This is an example for writing the address and the letter, all of it. The address and date on the right top corner on the right. Salutation, body, complimentary clothes. Like that. In the top right corner, you are going to write the sender address and date, and leave a line between the address and the date, like what you can see here. Here is the address, and we leave a line here. Then we shift to the date, 7th November, and any date that you want to write. But in the top left corner here on the left, you are going to write the address of the person or company you are writing to, the receiver of the letter, the receiver of your letter. The most common salutation in an informal letter is dear. Note that it is followed by a comma. We write a comma, but here, as you see, dear may be written for formal and informal. Dear Mr. and Miss Harkins, if you know the name. Dear Sir or Madam, not dear Manager if you don't know the name. So write dear, and Mr. Ahmed, Mr. Ali if you know the name. Dear Sir if you don't know, and the comma after that. The body is divided into topic, formal reason why you are writing this letter, enclosure, and contact if you want them to keep in touch with you after you finish your letter. Then you write complimentary clause. I look forward to hearing from you, meaning that you are waiting for their reply. Then you write yours faithfully if you don't know the name, yours sincerely if you know the name of the receiver of the letter. The style, of course, you are going to use formal language for the formal letter. Don't use contractions, abbreviations like I can't or I don't, like that. Use models such as would, should, could. The models are very important. Don't use colloquial language or everyday language or the language of it's friendly, or as you know that person and you are trying to be simple with him. Write in a formal way because you don't know such a person. You must always give a clear reason for writing. Why are you writing this? To apply for a letter, to complain about something, to apologize, to thank, to appreciate, to do whatever you like, but give me the reason why you are writing this letter. Link sentences with and but because these linkers make cohesion and unity for what you are writing. Divide the letter into clear paragraphs. The first one for the purpose, the second one you are going to give me the body of this letter, and the last one complimentary or the conclusion paragraph that you are summarizing whatever you like. Here, as you can see, greeting, dear Mr. or Miss Harkins, you know the name. Dear Sir or Madam, if you don't know the name. Reason for writing, I'm writing to apply, to ask you, to complain about. Formal expressions like I would like, could you send me, I am afraid. Enclosure, I enclose my CV, meaning I am sending my CV with this letter. Contact, please contact me if you need any more or any further information. Closing, like I look forward to hearing from you. Yours faithfully if you don't know the name, and yours sincerely if you know the name. Here we can see an example. Model question. You see an advertisement for assistant photographer in the newspaper. Write a letter applying for the job. Now the model answer, as you can see, on the top corner, right top corner here, we write the sender's address, and here as you can see the date. Okay, we on the left corner here we write the name and the address of the receiver, the company that I am writing to. Here, dear Mr. Parker, here is the greeting or salutation. With reference to your advertisement for an assistant photographer in the last week's Echo, I am writing to apply for the position. I am studying fashion photography at Heath College and I won the year prize in 2005. Formal reason, I am mentioning why I am writing this and where did I see such an advertisement. I enclose my CV and some of my recent photos. I also enclose my application form. Please contact me if you need any more information. Enclosure and contact. I would be happy to attend an interview, and if I am successful, I could start work at the beginning of September. It's formal. The closing, I look forward to hearing from you. Yours sincerely, Ron Gates. This is my name, that I am the sender of this letter. Also, we have got another example here. The address, dear Mr. Brown. Insert the part of the body of the letter here. The body of the letter should tell something about what you hope to convey. It should also have a closing paragraph in it. There should be at least 2 sentences or paragraph. Sincerely, Mrs. Degro. This is the enclosure. Of course, you know this is a return address. Inside address. Salutation for dear. The body, the reason why are you writing, and also the enclosure and the contact. Complementary clause. Enclosure, what do you enclose? A letter of complaint. We come to one of the types that we studied already. You stayed in a hotel for a week last month. Unfortunately, you did not enjoy your stay here or there. Write a letter of complaint to the manager of the hotel asking him either to refund your money or solve the problem. It's clear what is the purpose of such a thing. You are writing a complaint letter to the manager asking him to refund your money that you have spent or solve the problem. Dear Sir, I am writing this letter to complain about your hotel. I stayed at your hotel for a week last month. Unfortunately, I did not enjoy my stay for many reasons. First, the service was not like expected. Whenever I asked for the service staff, they came either late or never come at all. Sorry for the spelling, never. As a result, there was rubbish everywhere. Moreover, the way they treat people was not very polite, as one of the guests was going to start a fight with the service staff. Second, the food was really awful. It was served cold most of the times, so we did not feel the taste. In addition, the meals were not enough. Consequently, we asked for delivery many times, which added to our budget. Third, the AC inside the room was not working well to the extent that we could not sleep for 2 nights. It was a hard feeling to be in a hot room as if you are in a hell. Finally, I strongly present to you my strong dissatisfaction and ask you either to refund me or to solve the problem. Yours faithfully, because you don't know the name of the manager of the hotel, you write yours faithfully. A letter of application. This is the second type that we studied already. You read an advertisement in Al-Sharq newspaper asking for a job of an engineer, and you found out that you could suit for such a job. Write a letter of application to the company to apply for that job, informing them about your qualifications and experience. What should you write in such a letter? Letter of application, of course. Your personal information, name, date, where you live. Qualifications, certificates, postgraduates. Tell them about what you have studied. Experience and skills, IELTS, ICDL, and any course that you have to improve yourself. Dear Sir or Madam, it's a model for application letter. I'm writing this letter to apply for the vacancy you have. I read your advertisement in Al-Sharq newspaper and I want to get that job. My name is Ahmed. I am 30 years old. I live in Doha. I was graduated from Faculty of Engineering. Moreover, I hold a Master in Engineering from Qatar University. I started working in Qatar Petroleum in 2008 and I worked there for 4 years. Then I moved to Qatar Gas and worked there for 3 years. I got positive reports there. My last job was in Ras Laffan. I worked in that company for 2 years, but I really want to move close to the place where I work. Concerning my skills, I have many. I have the IELTS, so I can speak English very well. I can communicate in English as well. In addition, I have many computer skills as I got the ICDL. That really adds to my career. For the previous reasons, I think I deserve the job. I will be waiting for your reply, yours faithfully, and so on. We thank you all and hope you are very well. Wishing you the best of luck. Mr. Ashraf Rojdi, Omar bin Abdulaziz Secondary School for Boys.